Hi, Tile at Interfidelity here. Today we're going to talk about the fabulous V-Moda M-80 and V-80 True Blood headphones. This is the V-80 in its case. You can see it's got this nifty little zipper pull that looks like a little vial of blood. This is the True Blood edition of their headphone from the HBO show. You can see the case is a nice sturdy, hard-sided or fairly hard-sided molded synthetic material clamshell case with a zipper opening, and when you open it up, it's nicely covered with a velour on the inside. Shows the two cables. One cable has a standard smartphone remote, one-button remote, and the other cable has the iPod compatible remote. These panels are removable, and here's the headphone. This is the V-80 headphone, and this is the M-80 headphone. These have custom shields on it that V-Moda made me for the review samples, which is very nice of them. We'll get to those in a minute. The difference between the two headphones here is that the V-80 has a red panel on the inside of the headband, where the M-80 is black. It has True Blood written here instead of V-Moda, and has red shields on the outside and has that snazzy little zipper pull. Other than that, the two headphones are identical. The cable is replaceable. Just simply pull it out of the earpiece. This is a fabric covered cable. This has inside the cable there's Kevlar reinforcement. It's a very, very sturdy cable. Val at V-Moda says that this cable will withstand 1,000,000 bends at the joints like that. The only problem I have with these kind of cables is they tend to be a little stiff and sometimes tangly, and then they can snag on things. The other thing is that when they rub on your clothes, they can transmit some cable noise to the microphone, and I did have problems with the microphone getting some noise. V-Moda said that they will be producing another cable here shortly in which that problem will be addressed. So we'll see. One thing I really like about the cable is the 45-degree angle connector on the end. This allows the connector to go fully into a fairly deep hole on a protective covered portable media device and still be able to rotate to keep strain off the cable. Straight end cables or straight end connectors like this one, if this was on the end where the player was, can get a lot of stress on it, whereas if you have a 45-degree angle, the cable will just spin and allow the stress to be relieved somewhat. 90-degree angle cables can sometimes get caught on the protective case or the player itself. So I really like these 45-degree angle connectors on the cables, and both cables have that 45-degree angle connector. The headband is a suede covered headband on the outside with, as I said, this fabric panel on the inside. This main structural element of this is a very sturdy spring steel, extremely durable, can be bent out flat like this numerous times before it starts taking any different shape, and can be contorted into any position. I'm not going to do it because I like my custom panels too much, but V-Moda has a video that I'll post in the review that you can find in the link underneath this video, where he throws it around a room and they survive easily. These things are really built like a tank. Also, on the headband, if you want to readjust the headband, you can really push it past its elastic limit and get it to conform more closely to the top of your head. So it is adjustable in that regard. The bails, which are these Y-shaped pieces, there's a nice positive click adjustment here, and everything is screwed together. So the end pieces are screwed on here. The bail pivots are screwed on here. The shields are screwed on. This headphone can be pretty completely disassembled and reassembled, so it's very, very nicely built. The ear pads can swivel in this direction, but they can't swivel in this direction. And I did find that a little problematic. That's the way it goes on. In that it was putting a little more pressure on the back of my ears than the front of my ears. But fortunately, again, a simple twisting of the headband and that can be adjusted. There really isn't too much of a problem with that not having that degree of freedom there, and it certainly gives it more strength. The ear pads are very nice and plush. They use a memory foam there. These are replaceable. You simply pull and it pops off with these little posts that stick into the ear pad, so that's nice. The outer shields are aluminum. The housing itself is a nice gloss plastic. I found them to be very comfortable to wear and very, very well built and very good looking headphone. I really don't know how they managed to make it look so good and be so durable at the same time, but they really are very nicely designed. The sound of these headphones is very, very good. I would class them right up there with the Beyerdynamic DT1350 and the Sennheiser HD 25-1 Mark II. Both are very, very well thought of headphones in this of this type, small sealed on-ear headphones. I would say that these headphones are absolutely on par with those two headphones. I found in listening tests that the Sennheiser HD25 was a little bit clearer sounding, although maybe a little brighter than I like, but very clear sounding and articulate, more so than these headphones. But these headphones had a much better bass response than the Sennheiser HD25, and the Beyerdynamic DT1350 had better bass response and better clarity in the highs, but was not as even sounding. Did have some deeper notches and peaks in it than this headphone. So on balance, I actually found this headphone, although not quite as articulate in some ways as the other two headphones, to have a more natural, balanced sound to it. So very, very good sounding headphones, certainly on par with the best in breed of this type. Lastly, I'm reviewing these as part of the series on celebrity headphones. And the reason why is because you can celebrate yourself. You don't have to follow the pack and look to Dr. Dre or Ludacris or 50 Cent or Tony Bennett or Bob Marley or whoever as the celebrity of choice. You can celebrate inner fidelity or your football number or your some little design you make. It costs $45 extra. It has to be line art, which means it has to be black and white art. There will be a link in the article to the page that describes how to do it. But you can get anything put onto these headphones. So these give you the opportunity to celebrate whatever you'd like and endorse yourself, as V-Moda says. So I thought that is a very cool idea. Frankly, these are now my favorite headphones, in no small part due to the fact that I've got my logo on them, and I think that's just really spectacularly cool. So a complete package with these headphones: great sound, great build quality, really good styling, the ability to customize it for your own self. Wow, what's not to like? Definitely, highly recommended. Okay, till next time, we'll see you around.